Okay, so today I'm gonna show you how to build a plane in what's it called? Plane Crazy, Roblox game, and I'm gonna explain what you need for it to fly. Because I remember when I started off, I couldn't get anything off the ground. I don't know why. Also, forget the server. There was people with rocket engines, and that right there is what's causing all the sound. So we're just gonna turn that down a little bit. Now, I'm going to tell you the three key aspects that you need to have a plane take off, and then you can go crazy from there. So we're just going to have, the basic. I have quite a few saved ones. We're just going to do, like, a very basic thing. First of all, one thing, open up your, setting menu here and turn on infinite fuel. Because, unless you're, going for a really real thing, then you have to have fuel tanks, and that's weight, and all that. So we're not going to go with that. But the three main points is the thrust, the lift, and the weight of the plane. So simple. If you're like a huge plane, then you would use an engine. But since it's a small, we'll just stick it towards the back. Why not? Now I'm not sure if those are attached. I think they are because they're touching, but they could be. The hinge could be a different point, but we're just going to leave that at that for now. So, now that we have that, also, be sure and put your pilot seat down first so you can have the center of gravity. So now that we have that, you want to just check, see if they're attached. So now we have the thrust, so we'll go ahead and check that off. Now, we want the lift, and the weight shouldn't be a problem because, it's a light plane. It's not heavy. Now, I just like adding a little line at the back, right here, because, So there's another option if things like that happen where you can do this. It's called blacklisting, and as you can tell, it just kicks them out. Very helpful. Anyways, now, to make it look good, I prefer using the delta wings, just, because it actually looks like a plane. It actually looks like a plane. So I would add, the fours. This is, again, for a small scale plane. You can use a big one. And then I would just add small ones on the back. Because just like a real plane, in Crazy Plane, or Plane Crazy, I'm just going to call it Crazy Plane because it's easier. You need the three things. You need the big wings on the front, the two small ones on the back, and then, of course, the big tail fin. So we're just going to... This game is very confusing sometimes. I'm just going to stick a big one on the back because, why not? Might as well make it look good while we're at it. For the trim, you can find wedge blocks like a triangle. Not there. I'm playing on mobile, if you can't tell. It's harder. No. Okay, we're just going to keep this like this. It's gonna mess me up, but it looks okay. Now, the height of the thing, the back tail fin, is going to depend. The taller it is, the more control you're going to get. But since we're just going for a smaller one, you shouldn't require that much. So I'll just add a 3 on the back. This is what we currently have. Pretty simple, small. Also, I wouldn't recommend putting these on the bottom. Okay, so this blue little circle here, if you did the tutorial, you would know that they say, oh, it has to match up because, center, gravity, blah, 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 blah. But as long as, okay, see, those are perfect. So now, as long as it's on the same middle line, as long as it's on the same axis, you should be good. As you can tell, it is. So now, it will change, but now what you need is the control surface. And if you're playing on PC, then definitely you might want to, configuring it using this purple tool right here. This one you can lower surface using a keypad, your keypad. But if you're on mobile, then it will, if you look right here, if you do go, the controls are, they are not inverted, so if you go down, you're going to go down, and if you go up, you're going to go up. So it's like that. It will automatically move. There's no need to set it and all. So we're just going to add up all of these. There's control surface here. Hold on. There we go. One here. And then change it to the y-axis. And we are going to There you go. Now it matches up. Now, if you wanted to, you could just add a delta panel on top just to make it look good, but, you know, since we're trying to keep this nice and simple, we'll just keep it like that. Might as well add a wedge on the front, because, you know, I'm going for style, not that one. See, I told you it would mess me up later, and, in fact, it did. So, here's the current plane that we have. It's pretty small. Now, you see how the center weight is up towards the back, like it's not on the same level with the blue. We're going to take that for a spin and see how it works. So, as you can see, they are all working. Test and make sure they are working in case you accidentally did one. And then, you know, you should be good. So, we are going to save this all the way over here. Not that one. That one is a different thing. And we're going to explain how this one works. So, you know, you start up the engines, and then you want to pull up. Now, you see that one? That one, how it's not moving? It's because I did this, and it messed it up. Now, if that happens, just delete it, because there's nothing there. So, we'll just put that there, and might as well go ahead and save this. 29 blocks, simple plane. And we're just going to take off. As you can see, it works just fine. The only problem is it's back heavy, which is that why it's that upward pitch. But, I mean, you don't want it going down. So it's going to get a little louder, so just wait. Oh, you missed a little bit. And I'm not going to talk much, because if you do, it's going to get louder than this sound. This sound. So there's going to be like a quick spin. Alright, that works. So, you know, how it will do that. And as you can see, it's flying just fine because we have the three key components. Now we don't. But the front panels will, as you can see, you look here, look at the two wing panels. You see how they're going in opposite directions? So the front ones will push the wing down, which will cause the front of the plane to go up, and the back ones will push up, which will make the back of the plane go down, because science. And then, you know, the back one just moves left and right, so, yeah, it is what it is. So, take off. And, as I mentioned before, if you look here, the yellow panel is higher than the blue panel. That means it's more back heavy. Now, if you wanted to level it out, I don't know where, but there is weighted blocks, which you can like customize the weight of. Let's try to look for it really quickly. Tell me if you see it, because I haven't been able to find it. No. Okay, let's throw it. Just throw a parachute here, and might as well just, you know, quick while we're at it. Throw in one of these. I am very confused. What axis? Okay, there we go. There. Now there's going to be a G and an F. F for the parachute, I don't know. And then G for the disconnect, which stands for gear. So we're just going to do takeoff. We're going to get to altitude. Now it should be, yeah, parachute's down pretty much. Now, say you're going up. This is obviously not ever like this, but you know, it's a game. So we're going straight up. Now we're at this height. If you press G, it will disconnect. You will fall, and then you would press the parachute, and then you would very, very, very slowly go to this height. So pretty much, yes, this is how you make a plane. You need the whatever this wing, the delta wing, control surfaces. So the main wing on the front, small wing on the back, and then the tail fin wing thing on that side. Very simple plane. It works in any other planes as long as you have those three key components. Like, here's one that I use in the PvP game mode. It has wings and has back wings. Now I should probably make these bigger because that's how big this plane is, but watch this one take off. Also, there are a lot of buttons to this one. Watch this one. It's so big, the back fins are so small that when you turn, it turns in the wrong direction, but it eventually makes its way over. But it is a very wonky plane. I've been trying to fix it. Also, I have a little one on the bottom to help it turn, but that did nothing. But you kind of have to like great altitude for the turning radius. But, you get out of it, and then if you drop the load, it definitely makes it lighter, which does make a difference. But as you can see, the 3 components that I have is the main wing, which used to be able to go up and down, and then we have this wing, the smaller wing, and then we have, of course, the tail fin. So yeah, the only 3 things you need to really look out for, because the weight in this game doesn't rely on actual physics, is the thrust. So the engines, I only have like a propeller on the front and an engine on the back. These are for turning. And then thrust and lift, which will be your main wing and this wing right here that I'm standing on. And then you don't need to worry about the drag because it's a game. And then the weight, I mean, you just need to have enough engines to get it up in the air. The smaller the plane, the less you'll need. You should probably add a propeller or 2 on the wing, but it flies, so it flies. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to make, a plane. I just made a quick, really small demo one. If this one will load, there we go. And I'm going to use this as my thumbnail, because why not? So yeah, I hope you learned how to make a plane a crazy plane. If not, then what were you doing the entirety of this video? But yeah, so if you do want to see a plane crazy, whatever. If you do want to see another one of those videos, I'll post a tutorial on some other things, like my bomber or something, if you're interested. But do like and subscribe to the video. I just passed 100 subscribers, so that's cool. Thank you so much for that, if you are a subscriber watching. If not, please subscribe. But otherwise, that was pretty much the tutorial on how to build a plane.